Alright, in this video I'm going to run you through a Vim improvement, because as everybody aware of it that Vim maintainer bumped the release version from 8.2 to 9. And the improvements mostly happen behind the scene. That means the mostly internal improvement, okay, of the few existing stuff, as well as added some more in the internals. Okay, so from an end user perspective, the changes are very minimal. Okay, so not so there is nothing surprising in the user interface. Okay, so mostly changes are done behind the scene and all the internals. Okay, so let me run you through the options so you will get accustomed with it. Okay, so let me get into my terminal, and if I open an empty buffer. Okay, so here in my Vim, the most noticeable or the interesting change from the user point of view is to get a vertical listing of file which used to be horizontal. Okay, so the Vim has a option called the wild menu option, which take a specific option to, in this case we have to run the word PMU in the wild menu option, then only this will be happen. Let me give you a demonstration what I'm trying to convey. So basically we used to file completion. If I wanted to do in whatever the directory, if I press tab, it used to show along the line, I mean horizontal line. Now it is showing in vertical line, right? If I press C, it is coming in a vertical line. Okay, so menu option, this is the new stuff added in Vim 9, which used to come to a horizontal way. Now it is coming on for vertical way. Okay, so this is a noticeable feature added in Vim 9. Okay, so to get you there, what you need to add to get this wild menu, see, this is the stuff you need to add. You can see, let me highlight it. Now I have highlighted set wild menu, and then wild options is assigned to PUM. This line has to be added in your vMRC to get that vertical enlisting of file to be displayed. Okay, so this one line has to be added in your vMRC. Set wild menu, then wild options is equal to PUM. This line has to be there. Okay, so then only you will get the vertical file compression dialog box like what I shown to you. Okay, so now I think this is the main changes you will get in Vim line as far as UI concerned. To take you to all the let me open and take you to a particular site where things So this side basically enlists you all the improvement, um, what is there in Vim 9. Here is the stuff. You can see there are few options. As I said to you, it mostly behind the scenes stuff, and only as you can see the command line completion in a pop-up menu, which I have shown to you how vertically things are coming up with the help of one single line added to your vMRC. Now the only difference is that if you are using Lua, it used to be a zero based okay, so here is that. This is the only incompatible stuff between the previous version, which is 8.2 point something, to 9 is the Lua array is used to be zero based, and now one based. They used to be zero based. Okay, so I haven't tried it beforehand, so what is there, I'm just reading out. Okay, so as I said, Vim 9 script is a big splash, everyone talking about it, which is when you start writing some plugin related to Vim, those syntactical changes might come in handy. So those who are already familiar with the language, they will find it interesting to manipulate with it. It certainly has some enhancement, which I'm not going to discuss it in detail. There is a color scheme enhancement too, as you can see, and here are few stuff which you can tap in: auto shell dir cd home and all this stuff. This is a new stuff added without one nice thing, spell option, that without spell turned on, if you find the word is having misspelling, if you just press Z and equal, it will do the spell check for you. There are 2, 3, 4 ex command, and most of them are reserved for the future users, and you can see they have clearly stated that in the release note. Oh, you can run the legacy stuff as well as Vim 9 command. Okay, it's more of a compatible option. Ultimately, they will take away the legacy sometime in the future, probably. So for the time being, it will be a compatible feature. As I said, a lot of stuff happened behind the scene. So there are few rewrites of the function and few added functions are there. Okay, so these functions will interest you two kind of person: who are overly inquisitive about the stuff, or who delve with it, writing constant stuff to lots of Vim script related stuff. They will head to this section. But if you're not fall into those two categories, there is no harm. If you have time and energy and intention to learn something, please do hop in to know more about what this function called mean, how it return stuff and all this stuff. Okay, few variables also added, and this will help also. Okay. There is a auto command section. This will be more generalized. People like us who are not an expert, but use Vim for day-to-day basis. This new auto command might come in handy. I need to invest some time to figure out what it is actually, although it's been explained, but while doing by hands, which will give you a different kind of experience. Okay, and they have added new operator, right shift, left shift. Okay, so they have added a channel for LSP. These are gradual improvement coming from the previous patching numbers, one by one, and ultimately culminated here in this particular release. There are some completion improvement too. Okay, folding improvement. So what I'll do, I'll give this URL in the description section below, so you can go through it at your leisure. I'm just doing it for your, just to make you aware that these things are available in one certain place, so you might take a peek on it to make yourself accustomed with the new stuff, or whatever the improved stuff has come along with the version bump. So yes, so okay, here's the patch leads to version 9, which is also enlisted here. So this is what I need to show you, that if it skips your busy mind or you somehow fail to track it, so I bring it into your notice that now you can look through it and find out what is actually all about the new fuss all about Vim 9. Okay, so I hope it will be useful for some